Forum, and we can begin at, according to my computer, 7:06 with Commissioners Laird, Chandler, Belardinelli. I said that wrong, didn't I? No, I didn't. Golden, Wilson, Grant. Okay. Call to order. I just did that in the wrong fashion. Okay, Lisa's not on video, but hear us. Are there any public participants?
There's no one on tonight.
Okay, so first up, reports from board. So Diane from Norwalk Historical Society, Diane Jelleret.
Hi, good evening, everyone. As Dana had alluded to, those of you who were able to come to the opening of the time capsule for the Norwalk YMCA, that was on Friday. It's quite exciting. So quite a few people from the mayor's office and common council were all there to see what was in the box. And the box was, I'm pretty sure it was made out of lead. And it was placed in the cornerstone of the former Norwalk YMCA, which is completely down right now. So we said goodbye. And within that box, you probably want to know what was in it. We found a pen that was used to write the names of all the people who participated. We did find a newspaper, and Dana, I did read part of the newspaper as it dried out. And it wasn't the Norwalk ones. It was supposed to be, they had said it was supposed to be the Hour and the Sentinel, but it was actually the New York Times was in there. And it was dated October 26th, 27th, 1926. So 27. So that was it. That was the New York Times. So it wasn't the Hour. But I've been reading it. It says maybe they left a hint of some sort. And there's a reason why it's in there. And then the other thing that was found were two coins. One was a dime and one was a quarter. And the date of those coins were 1926 instead of 27. And then it occurred to me is that there must be a reason why it's 1926. And then I realized that was the 150th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1926. It's like, there we go. They left a hint. And the dimes and quarters at the time, they actually used like real metal. So they were made of 90% silver and 10% copper. So, and obviously it wasn't in circulation very long, so they're not worn. So that's kind of exciting. So the cornerstone is going to be brought to the Norwalk Society Museum. So David Westmoreland and his crew from Tulip Tree Design are going to bring it over here because it is quite heavy, and they have the equipment to move it. So that's where it's coming over to the museum. So if you wonder what happens, and we'll have the pen and the coins on display if anybody wants it. But as you can imagine, the newspapers are falling apart because it's been in that box so long. So I have them, they're kind of laid out, but they're falling apart. And there was a couple other documents that were in there, but they're disintegrated at this point. So, but that was what was in there, and we did our duty and open the time capsule. So that doesn't, as you know, it doesn't happen very often that you actually do find a time capsule, as opposed to Geraldo Rivera when those you remember. There's
one more thing was in there, Diane.
Right, exactly. We at least had something in our box. So we'll display the pen and the coin. And as I said, the cornerstone is we're going to put it in the backyard and put a sign with it. Why is it here? So it won't be that information won't be lost. But so that was yes, that was the exciting thing for April. But except for this weekend, what's coming up? Earth Day. Festival on the Green is coming up. We have a lot of organizations from around the city that are participating. This is going to be great. They've got, I think about 50 exhibitors, vendors that are going to be on the green. There's going to be food trucks. They're going to be, we're keeping the speeches to a minimum. So there's going to be a lot of events prior to the festival. Festival is starting from noon to 4. So ahead of that, the theme is earth, air, spirit, and water. So everything falls into one of those themes. And of course, the Historical Society is going to be doing something. So we are partnering again with the Norwalk River Valley Trail in the Norwalk Health Department and doing a walk along the Norwalk River, starting from Norwalk City Hall at 10:30. And we'll be walking along the river. And Nancy Rosette from the North River Valley Trail will be our guide to take us up to Mill Hill and the Green. Mill Hill will be open to the public from noon to 2. So tell people if they ever wanted to come to Mill Hill, and it is free and open. For a couple hours, and then we're all going to be going down to the Green where all the festivities and talks about the earth and how do we save it and talk about climate change. So all of that is happening. So it's going to be really, really exciting. It is rain or shine, unless it's torrential rain or some other major disaster. It's going to happen on Saturday. So hopefully you guys can come out for part of it and partake. So as I said, this has come together really well, and a lot of people are very excited. So if you don't want to walk, there's biking too. So from different parts of the city, you can also do that. So we're encouraging people to find ways other than the car to get to the Green. So again, that is Saturday. The other thing that's going to be happening in May for us is that if you haven't already seen the Martinis in May tasting on May 9th, and that's a Thursday. And we have Greg Glazer, who will be our guide for that. He has done quite a few tastings for us in the past, and he will be doing this one, and it's from 6 to 8. It is a fundraiser for the Historical Society, and we're doing it at Mill Hill. It should be quite fun. He is wonderful about going through history and tying it in. And we will probably be tasting about 4 different types of cocktails. They will be minis, so and we will have appetizers and everything else. We are definitely being responsible. So come on out if you are available on May 9th, 6 o'clock, 6 to 8. So we will be at Mill Hill. And again, we're going to also later on the month, the Memorial Day, Mill Hill will be open. We are at the endpoint for the Memorial Day parade. So we haven't had Mill Hill open on Memorial Day in a while. So we are open. We're going to be open about an hour before the parade and an hour after the parade ends. So come on by, or tell people again, if they haven't been up there, we're going to be open. And we are having a concert at Mill Hill in June. We're having the garden party. So it's going to be June 28th on Friday from 6 or 6:30. We're going to set the time, and it's going to be Perry and Friends. We've had them at the museum before. They're pretty good. And they have a new lead singer. Her name is Jessica. And what I understand, she also plays violin. So this should be quite interesting. It's fun. Those of you who have come to all of them, it's relaxing. You bring your chairs. A lot of times we have a food truck. If you don't, you just come and just hang out for an hour and a half. And it's beautiful up at Mill Hill around that time. So that's what we're doing towards till the end of June. And there's probably going to be one more activity going to be happening in June, but that's where we are. Any questions?
No. Thank you, Diane. Next up is Susie. from Lockwood Matthews Mansion Museum.
All right, hello everyone and hello commissioners. First of all, thank you for all your support. We're very grateful for all that you do for the mansion. About our programs, once again, Stepping Stones Museum has generously offered their beautiful multimedia space for our spring lectures, and we started with Deidre Dinnigan on April 14. She is a renowned archivist who talked about the practice of living in hotels in the 19th century. We have been invited by Senator Duff to participate in Norwalk Day in Hartford on April 30th, which we will participate in. And the same day, we have a wonderful evening event that will celebrate one of our volunteers, Midge Lopat. She will be honored for all the work she's done for the Lockwood Matthews Mansion Museum at the Darien Community Fund event at 5:30. We have an event in May, on May 19th, the Gilded HT. It is sold out in partnership with Fairfield Museum and History Center. And it's featuring an interesting exhibit called Money Talks, the Gilded Age in Fairfield, and we also have a harpist. Finally, on June 2nd, we're planning to have Becky Diamond. She will talk about the Gilded Age cookbook that she wrote. This too is at Stepping Stones. I hope you can make it. And this is for now what we have. And of course, we're going to have the flea market in September 15th, and I'll tell you more at the next meeting. Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions for me or?
No? Keep up the good work.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
I just want to add
Oh.
one more thing. So Susie, I'm going to see you at Norwalk Day up in Hartford. So
Oh, great.
we're going to be
Wonderful.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Let's
haven't had
try
us
to
this-
be next to each other.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's where they're going to put us.
Unless you want to be next to the clam
Yeah, I know.
table. Yeah, it's
Somehow-
always like
Yeah,
the
we're
clam
usually right
table,
there.
the Blooms is always like packed with people. Everybody wants to
Top
be next to
Island.
that
It's fun.
table.
I know. And then one more thing, the Norwalk River Valley Trail is having their second celebration on May 4th, the weekend after, and we are going to have a table over there. I'm sorry, Dana, are you coming?
I am going to the city that day, so I won't be attending that.
Okay, so there'll be 4 other events on that day. So they're going to be celebrating the trail, and we're going to be outside Matthews Park. So come visit. But they're going to have tables and other organizations throughout, the trail to highlight the trail. So all through Norwalk. So there's a bunch of stuff happening, and I saw something coming out from the Norwalk Preservation Trust just to let you something happening in the afternoon, something about Janesway. So May 4th on Saturday, it's going to be quite full. So that's my last thing.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so next up is reports. Buildings, I don't have anything for that.
We appear to have lost Barry.
Uh-oh. Does that mean we don't have a quorum anymore? No, we still do. Maybe he had another meeting. I don't know. Or the internet doesn't like him. He doesn't like me. So no report for buildings. Cemeteries, I went through Pine Island the other day. I told David about a tree that doesn't look well. And I need to stop the guys from putting debris down by what used to be Love Lane, because there's graves in there. And Also for financials, I'd also have a report. So now we're up to old business. Any old business? Anybody? Make something up. New business. I did get an email about 32 Knight Street. I don't know if you remember, they saved that facade from Knight Street. It was from the and I forgot the name of that group, that company. They were asking what color it should be painted, and Todd answered and thought white. That sounds logical to me too. Anyone? It's kind of neoclassical. I should have sent out a picture, but I didn't.
Is that Hartford Healthcare, Dana? Is that where Hartford
yeah.
Healthcare is?
Yeah, and what it was before was, I can't remember, but you know what
Lily and August.
Yeah,
It was Lily and August was there.
well, before that, it was for years. It was
C.R. Gibson.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, the real C.R. Gibson. Please stand up. So that they preserved that. It moved it to the side, and white seems logical to me. Any other new business? I don't think so. Next up, approval of the minutes. How many people read the minutes? Me.
I did, but if we don't have a quorum, I don't know that we can approve the
Oh,
minutes.
do we have a quorum or? Well, we have Lisa, Liz, me and you, that's 4. So that's more than half, right? Oh, and
And I
Mark,
have to abstain. I wasn't at the last meeting.
okay.
We're missing Mark, Barry, Jim.
Okay, so 3 out of 7.
We could kick it over to your next agenda.
Okay. Next time. You know what that means, Eric?
Move to adjourn?
Yes. All in favor? Aye.
Sorry about that.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
Patsy, you know what?
Oh.
Patsy is back, I think.
I had
Patsy,
trouble
yes.
getting in.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm having
sorry.
all kinds of internet issues over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's back up to, we're gonna forget we didn't really adjourn, did we? We're going
No.
back to Lockwood Matthews Mansion.
Yeah, I just want to bring you up to date if you have any questions, but most of all, thank everybody for all the support that you've given us over the last few years. And with the 3 million that we got in the upcoming city's capital budget, that really is putting the building back together for us. We're heavily into figuring out what that money's going to buy us. And we're working very hard to stretch it as far as possible. But we are immensely grateful to you all. And Susie, I know, is working on a lot of projects. I don't know, has she spoken already? Because I
Yes,
just
she
got
has.
it. Okay. Yeah, but she's working on a lot of projects for our reopening, and we're all very excited. Thank you. Thank
Great.
you. Thank you.
Okay, and you didn't get your little slideshow together in time.
Well,
Not that-
when we talked, you said we did it last month, and then I was having,
Did I?
actually, I had to get my computer fixed today so that I
Oh.
could have audio. So I'll be delighted to do it next month, like
Okay.
10 minutes. Because we've got a lot of pictures and we're working on several presentations, but we really
Yeah.
want to keep you all up to date. So the heavy work right now is going on in the basement with the trenches and the mechanical installations and the water remediation and the radiation, the remediation for for the radon. It's a tongue twister. Anyway, it's moving along. We have a great team, and it's quite a challenge for the city and all of us.
Yep. Terrific.
Yeah, so if anybody had any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Perfect.
Nope. Um, okay, so now we can go back to approval of minutes since we now have a quorum, right? Now that Barry's been let back in.
Okay, I also have to abstain because I wasn't there last month.
Okay. How does that work? Jim wasn't here last month
Move to
either.
approve.
What? I found.
Somebody needs to move to approve the minutes.
Okay. I did find one little mistake. Under 4A, marquee was spelled like a theater thing instead of a title. So Marquis is the correct spelling for Marquis de Lafayette under Norwalk Historical Society. So, okay, so who was here last? We had me, Barry, Lisa, and Liz.
No, I wasn't
Oh.
here.
Oh, that, yeah, like you said, 30
Yeah.
seconds ago.
That's okay.
So those who were here last month are all here now, right? Yes, I know Lisa's listening, but. can't
Except
read
for
her.
Mark.
Oh, that's right, Mark. Well, I guess we'll just do it next month then. Just
No, you can still vote on
Okay,
approving the minutes. It's
Yeah.
just it'll be the 3 who were there that are here now with 2 abstentions.
okay. And now I have to move to approve the minutes. And
You need a second.
Second,
second, Barry's seconding.
yep,
And all those in favor, Lisa's raising her hand. So it's approved by those who were at the meeting that are here tonight as well. And then we're back to number 9. Eric's favorite part of the day. I mean, meeting.
Nothing personal, guys, but you know, life goes on. I move to adjourn.
I second.
Second, third, fourth, fifth. Oh. All right. See you guys around town.
Have a good
Bye.
night.
Okay.
Saturday,
Thank you.
Good night.
Saturday at Earth Day.
Yes.